Have you ever gone into a store that has a lot of books in it? Well, how do they make those books? They all look alike. Well, the simple answer behind it is that they use printing. And to do printing, you have to have a plate that has images on it, like this one. And this one's made out of metal, but some of them are made out of rubber. And what happens is they put the image on the plate, they put ink on it, they press on a paper really, really hard with the with the plate, and it will print the images. And I can make the same image over and over and over 1,000,000 times if I want to. As long as the plate doesn't break or wear out, I can continue to make that image. We're going to kind of do the same thing, but we're going to use a styrofoam plate. And if you don't have a styrofoam plate, just get a paper plate, and you just won't do this first part. All right. Get a pencil, and make sure it's not really sharp. You're going to draw a picture on here. And you want to draw it hard enough to where you can feel the lines that you draw, but you're not going to poke a hole in it. So draw a picture so you can feel the lines, but not poke a hole through it. And it can be something simple. I'm just going to do a silly face. And you can see my pencil's not drawing really good on here, but I can feel the lines. It's okay if your pencil doesn't draw. And you can draw anything that you want to. It can be a silly face. It can be a house or a rainbow, a unicorn, whatever picture you want to draw in here. And then after I get done, I'm going to color it. Now, for those of you that don't have a styrofoam plate and have a paper plate, here's where you do the same thing. You're just going to color a picture on your plate, all right? Draw it first with a pencil and then color over it. And I'm just going to make sure you color the whole thing. I'm going to use orange and color around. Make sure I color the whole plate, okay? Now I'm using the side of my marker because I can color a lot faster that way. Instead of using the point, which makes just a little line, I can use the side to make a lot thicker line. It'll color a lot faster. And once I get that done, I'll get another color. I'll do green eyeballs. And I'm going to do red teeth. How about that? And once you have your plate colored, you're going to get a piece of paper. And this is whether you have a styrofoam plate or a paper plate. You're going to get a wet paper towel. And you're going to get a wet paper towel. And make sure it's really wet, but it's not dripping. There's no water dripping off my paper towel, but it's really, really wet and full of water. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick where I want to print my picture at, and I'm going to press down on the paper towel all over my paper. I'm going to make sure it gets really good and wet. Wherever it is I'm going to print, I'm going to really press down hard so that paper gets really, really wet. Then I'm going to take my plate, put it over where I got it wet. Then I'm going to press down really hard with one hand, and I'm going to rub really hard with the other hand. And after I count to 10 on one side, I'm going to swap hands. This hand's going to hold down hard, and this hand's going to start rubbing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Make sure you get around the edges really well too, not just in the middle, but all the way around your edges, all right? And when you're done, just pick your plate up, and you'll see that you've made a print. What you can do is you can dry your plate off now with a dry paper towel, and you can color it again and make another print. It doesn't have to be the same color. You can make a different color, but it'll look exactly the same. All right, that's all you have to do. When you get done, I hope to see your beautiful prints on Artsonia. Bye.